Okay, hello guys. I'm going to give it another try with another one. I know it's kind of dark, it's later, it's night out now, and so I do have one light on here behind me. I got my book with my list of notes here in front of me. Trying to adjust my laptop lid here. I know, I'm trying to get the light to shine on me a little bit better. I don't know, maybe that's better. Anyway, um, that first clip that I did earlier ended up being 20 minutes long. And I finished one little thing totally, completely. The second one, I didn't get it finished. My throat started getting scratchy and I had to quit and take a rest. So, but I seen how long it got, so I went ahead and uploaded that. Some of y'all may have already seen it. It is up now. So I've decided, instead of trying to do like I first said I was going to do and do all these little clips and put them together into one video, I'm just going to do each little clip and upload it because I don't know how far I can get with my talking. And if there are a bunch of different short little clips, I can hurry up and get them up on YouTube anyway, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to get all of them up as one vlog up today because there's other videos I want to start making, too. So anyway, to finish telling y'all about the second thing, which was we got Katie married off, and I don't know, I may have done told y'all about the fun things we did in her trailer once they were married and off on their honeymoon before we left. Seemed like I did in that first clip, all the clips, the first vlog I made in her house on this camera. I don't know. If I did, I'm sorry that I'm repeating it. Let me know in the comments below if I did or not. Sorry guys. I do not like the way my throat's feeling. Anyway, so we had punched out little heart shapes out of a couple of old books for her wedding. That's what she wanted people. She put them in bags and had the bags in a basket, and everybody was supposed to get a bag and throw them on them as they left the reception. Somehow or another, it didn't end up that way. Not everybody, anyway. Some did, but there was plenty left over. So we put them to use. Big time, all over her house. For number one, we spread it a whole bunch. We put clean sheets on their bed in their bedroom, because Elizabeth slept in their room the last couple of nights, Saturday night and Sunday night, because we didn't come home till Monday. So we put clean sheets on their bed. So when they put the fitted sheet down, then they just sprinkled hearts. They covered their bed and just sprinkled the little paper hearts all over it. Then they put the flat sheet on top of that, made the bed up with it. Then they sprinkled more hearts on top of that sheet. And then put the comforter over that. So there's that. Alright, she has a bag holder that she had gotten at her shower here from the church to hold the little grocery bags. You stuff them down in the top. It's a blackened metal thing, and in the front it has a slit. It comes all the way down, and you can just pull the bags out at the sides. So her daddy takes, and most of this was his idea. He takes all the bags out, okay, and he sprinkles hearts in the bottom of it. Then he puts a bag, sprinkles some hearts on the bag, puts a bag, sprinkles hearts on the bag, puts a bag, sprinkles hearts on the bag, puts a bag, getting all the bags back in there, but in between each bag is a little heart sprinkled. So when she goes to pull, which by now they're back home, they've been through all this and found everything. But, go up there and grab a bag and little hearts come fluttering out at you. He also, in the refrigerator, had one of the little baggies bags with the sprinkled hearts in the bag, but he had the bag opened. And you know, in the doorway, let me see if I can lay my book and paper down here without turning my laptop camera thing off here. Well, it's gonna slip and slide. Alright, in the doorway of the refrigerator, and I didn't lock the door this time, and my luck, they'll come in when before they didn't. It's always that way. But in the door of the refrigerator is a shelf, top shelf, you know. So he laid it up in there with the mouth of the bag open and sticking out. And he put a jar of something sitting on just the back corner of the bag to hold it in there. Well, you know, when you go up to the refrigerator, you don't think you just, you know, open it up. You don't go real slow, you know, to not let nothing fall out, because you don't expect anything to fall out. You just go, well, all them hearts, that bag's going to be open there, and it's hanging off. So they're going to go fall down on the floor. Alright, then he took some more bags opened with hearts in them, and he clipped, because she had some clothespins. It was for one of her games for her lingerie shower up there. And so they were decorated with the green material and laced into a bow that got one of the wedding colors. So took a clothespin, you know, of that, clipped it on the edge of the open baggie, and clipped it onto the ceiling fan pedals. There's 4 pedals up there, so it was 4 bags. Bags were on top, the clips were clipped to it, the bags were open. When they come in and cut the fan on, because he fixed it where when they flipped the light switch on, the fan would come on too, and it'd start going around, and all these hearts would start throwing all around. Then we just randomly, I helped with this, went through the house and clipped these paper clips. No more hearts, just the clips. One we clipped on, you know, the shade of her window. Another one we clipped on the calendar hanging on the wall. We clipped another one inside the refrigerator that was on something in there. We opened the cabinets and clipped one on a cup or something like that. We opened the pantry and clipped one on a bag of food in there. We I went to their bathroom and I clipped one on the shower curtain. I opened their little medicine mirror over their sink and clipped one on his razor that was laying there, or hers, whoever it is. And then just, you know, on a basket, she had it high on the shelf over her washer and dryer. And just, we scattered, we looked all around and tried to find places to just stick these everywhere, so they'd find them everywhere. Well, also, now Melissa and Elizabeth, this was their ideal they wanted to do. They went and bought a bunch of canned foods that they know they like and use and that she would cook in her meals. But then they come home and they took all the wrapping paper, you know, the label off of the cans, where you didn't know what was in that can, and then of course mixed them up, put them in the cabinet, and then she wrote a note and she said, I wonder what's for supper from your sisters, and stuck the little note in there on top of one of the cans. And then Albert, with the remaining leftover little bitty hearts, he went in that pantry and he just sprinkled hearts. I mean, not just on top of the cans, he let it go everywhere, all down between the boxes and cans and on the shelf, you know, all in there, all around. Just covered it in the rest of the hearts. I may be leaving something out because there was quite a bit. Oh, yeah. The coffee table in her living room. He took bottles of water, almost a whole pack, and he stood them up in the middle of her coffee table. Nothing else was on the coffee table, and it was straightened off well. She's got the 4 coasters with the G on it for Gentry, her last name now, that she got at the shower from our church up here. And so one's in each corner of that. It's the big square coffee table. And so he set the bottles of water up in the shape of a big old heart. And then he sprinkled some of the paper hearts inside the heart you know, on the coffee table down inside the home. So they came home and they found all that, and all I know, and the way Katie is, instead of taking it as fun, you know, she gets up. I mean, she could have done it either way, but she sent Elizabeth and she sent Melissa because they think that because of the note said your sisters on the cans, she thinks it was all just them. She don't know, and she probably does by now that her daddy was involved, I was involved, whatever. But she she just simply sent them a text said thanks, and they knew what she was referring to because it was the day they were supposed to come back. Well, actually, they were supposed to come back home Wednesday. Decided to linger until one more day, so they came in Thursday. And they found everything and sent them the thing thanks. And just before they, because they have church on Thursday night, so they was getting ready to go to church. And she wanted to check to see if she needed to put clean sheets on her bed for that night. So she just kind of lifted up her comforter to see if the sheets was what she had left on them and she needed to change, or if we had decided to change them. Well, she seen that we had decided to change them, but she also seen a few of the hearts lay in there. So that kind of spoiled that. I mean, we wanted them to go, you know, spread the cover back real big like you do, and then all the hearts go flying in there, you know. But anyway, so that was the fun stuff that we won. And that ends the little story about we got Katie married off to her new life, new chapter in her life. So there's that. And this is already 11:57, almost 12 minutes. I'm going to call this one quits and go ahead and put it up. And if I can tonight, I will try to do another clip and go on to the third little story. Okay, remember there was 10 in all. Alright, toodaloo until next time.